Hey there, my name is Dr. Knott. This is Steve Jackson's Sorcery, Part 4. Today, we're going to venture into this goblin room and probably get immediately killed, but let's go. So we're still just exploring the towers and wasting our lives away. Slowly, we're losing stamina, even though we did gain a total stamina last time, or recently. You know, I don't know what's happening anymore. You step into the chamber. The smell is worse than you could have imagined. A few of the goblins look up from their rampant cannibalism to stare at you with slack-jawed expressions. How long have they been stuck here? I'm not attacking. Look past the fighting horde to the far side of the room. There's definitely another door there. You rush into the middle of the room, bowling over goblins left and right. But all you succeed in doing is attracting the attention of all the creatures. I don't care. Let's keep running. I can't keep running? Okay, fine. Their mutual truce is immediate and silent. They begin to surround you. The goblins begin to creep forwards towards you, jaws slavering. Yeah, we're definitely not going to attack them, we're just going to die. So, what can we do to, you know, run away or whatever? Illusion of treasure. Do goblins like treasure? I don't know, let's find out. Reaching up to the stars, you create the magic, hoping to distract them with treasure, but none appears. What? Instead, there is a wrenching sound, and the goblins disappear. What? A counterspell, then? So the spell of goblin summoning opposes the enchantment of false treasure. The dud, Job, counterspell has been recorded in your spellbook. Inside the tower, only corpses remain. The door to the east is closed, and the door to the west wall is open. Interesting. You think I could find some food? You rifle a few of the goblin carcasses, but to no avail. There must have been... these must have been sorry creatures. Normal goblins would rather die than live without a few gold pieces in their pocket. These ones do not even have teeth in their mouths, perhaps as a result of whatever magic conjured them here. You search the corners of the room, finding clumps of hair and scraps of bones, the remains of the endless cycle of goblins that have occupied the space. But there are still no teeth. Then, at the very bottom of a mass of hair and rags, you find something silver. Gingerly, you reach into the wreckage of bodies and pull upwards a long silver chain, from which hangs a small silver key. You try the door. It is locked. You try the silver key in the lock of the eastern door. It turns. The poor, stupid creatures. The key was here all this time, but they were too busy eating each other to notice. There is nothing here but death. You cannot leave fast enough. I would love to get some food. What the hell just happened with my path here? Did I jump down and go back up? You make your way along the walkway between two towers. The wind picks up as the evening draws on. All around you sense the powerful aura of starlight washing through this place like icy seawater. The tower at your back is no more reassuring. Looking down, you see other paths snaking between towers below, but the drop is not inconsiderable. We're not going to jump off. You back away from the railings and consider the towers instead. From the tower behind you, you hear a sudden gibbering cry. A horde of ravenous goblins pour from the now open door and scatter in all directions. You have not seen a horde like it since the gates of Kari. You stand back and watch as some hurl themselves off the walkway into the water while others scale the tower. None pay any attention to you. A few minutes later, the hue and cry is over, and they have all gone, disappearing into the distance across the college. With luck, you will not meet any of them again. You approach the tower door. It is well preserved and quite intact. So with luck, they might actually go and kill like all the guards to the tower, to the main tower east of us here. I wonder if we die and go back, maybe like the town has been destroyed by goblins. That'd be really cool to see something that we've done here affect something later. Okay. You inspect the door, but find no hidden latches or secrets. Unlike most of the doors you have seen in the college so far, this one is in good condition, with few splinters or nicks. A thin layer of dust clings to it. There is the remains of a sign on the wall next to the door, but the only word you can make out is only. The other words have been gouged away with a knife point. Okay. You grasp the cool handle and push open the door. Nothing jumps out. Let's go. You step through the doorway. ... Only to find yourself back outside. The door closed once more. You press your ear to the door, but hear nothing. You lie on your stomach, receiving a through coating of dust. Peering through the gap in the door, you spy the legs of a chair and what appears to be a small table placed next to it. You see nothing else. No feet or other furniture. The room appears quite small. You kick the door with all your might. The thud echoes in the small hallway and the door flies open once more. Alright, let's go. You step through the doorway a second time. But once again you are suddenly faced with the closed door. What is going on here? You slash at the door with some frustration, gouging out chunks from the wood. You need to recover your strength, so you sit down to meditate and recover your strength. Okay. Night has fallen, you need to rest, especially on an empty stomach. But I don't have food. Eventually you get back to your feet once more, somewhat refreshed. You turn the handle again, and the door swings open. We're gonna keep doing this? And reappear outside once more. Whatever is inside this tower, it is extremely well guarded. What is more, the deep gouge from your sword attack is missing. Turn away from the door in some irritation and head away from the tower. Let's just jump. You clamber up onto the edge of the bridge and dangle your feet over the side. It does not seem like a good idea, but the way north is blocked and the way south is unpleasant. Will you survive the drop? Looking back at the north tower, you notice someone has fixed a series of metal rungs to the wall, just to one side of the entrance. You tug sharply on the lowest rung. It seems well affixed to the wall. Alright, let's climb it. The rungs were no doubt added to allow people to pass the north tower without having to find a way through. You quickly begin to scramble up to the roof of the tower. Look at us scrambling. You cling to the tower top, determined not to let the wind rip you free. You look across the towers of the inner college. They are all different in subtle and strange ways. They all seem to crackle with energy. Their layout seems both haphazard and deliberate. It is as though you are reading a map of a country you have often walked but never seen from above. Looking at the Sorcerer's Spike from here, it climbs thick and tall into the rumbling skies, watchmen over the centuries that fill this courtyard. There is a sense of the ancient over everything here. Looking down on the other side of the tower, there are no further rungs. You will have to slither and drop down as best you can, which is probably gonna hurt. You slither down the slope of the tower, landing on the walkway beyond. Oh, perfect. Another walkway leading between two doors. The south door is closed, while the north one hangs ajar. Looking up, you can just make out the perch at the top of the turret, but there is no way up from here. You approach the tower door. The door on this side is exactly the same as the door on the other, except there is no sign. Let's just try, I'm just curious. You turn the handle again, and the door opens easily once more. You step through the doorway, and reappear outside once more. Okay. You turn away from the door in some irritation and head away from the tower. You continue along the walkway towards the next tower. Only one way to go? Let's do it. You make your way across a stone walkway, arching high into the air above the swirling waters that pool below, until you reach the next curious tower. The moon climbs the sky, filling the world with thin, silver light. The tower contains a large, circular room. A few steps in, however, you begin to lose your bearings. Though the tower itself is a simple, clear space, there is something disorientating about it. Perhaps it is because there are so many doors. Between 20 and 30, at a rough guess. Worryingly, in the middle of the floor lies a skeleton. You look over the skeleton. It seems perfectly intact, curled up as though asleep. There are no signs of injury, no shattered bones or twisted limbs. Fragments of cloth remain here and there. Looking more closely at the fragments, you can see they are not the robes of a sorcerer or a merchant, but the rags of a peasant. Some local of Montpang, perhaps? Under one flap of cloth, you find a simple bronze ring that has fallen from the finger joint. You pick up the ring and slip it into your pocket. It is of no use for magic and will not be worth anything, yet it may be useful somewhere. So I'm guessing this person died because they couldn't make a decision as to which door to open, or if there are 30 doors, 29 of them are, like, terrible. You turn your attention to the doors, set at regular spaces around this place, or around this space. There are about 60 or 70 of them. Oh boy. You can no longer tell which door is the one you came in from. Let's do it. You go over to a door at random and pull it open, but the towers and courtyards have vanished. You find yourself looking out across a deep, deep drop, the wind tugging at your cloak. Far below, birds circle at the base of a crevasse. What looks like a lynch bug is at work, building a nest of spit and stone. You step quickly back and immediately lose track of which door that one was. Oh boy. Let's just open another door and then we'll cast a spell if we can. Guess not. You pick another door and pull it open. You find yourself on the path through the northern passage of Analand. The site masters are gathered round, discussing something in hushed, low voices. The group are arguing over what they should do to defend the wall. It seems they have no superior officer and no one is in charge. You cannot help noticing how empty the settlement is, as though everyone has retreated. You step forward, then pause. What if, stepping out of this door, you cannot step back? I don't care, let's do it. Uh-oh. You step out of the hut onto the path, and the room of doors is lost behind you. Turning, you now see nothing but the chief mage's hut. Whoa! The site masters spot you as soon as you emerge and hurry over. Their news is dire. The sergeant has been taken by birdmen, and the forces of Analand are in disarray. They ask you for the crown, but you do not have it, and you have no way back to Montpang. There's nothing to do but prepare the defenses for the coming storm. Wait, what? You take up position at the gates, waiting. Time passes, but not much time. A few days, and then the noise of thunder begins to echo from the eastern hills, and the site masters watch smoke rising from the ruins of Kari. Oh shit, the thing we didn't stop is now coming at us. When the army of Montpang finally appears, they sweep over the wall in a blazing fury of fire and death. You are one of those who fights to hold the gate, but you fall on the battlement to a score of arrows. What? You have been shot by arrows defending your home, but before death closes in, the stars open above you once more. Okay, this game is so freaking random that it's actually getting, I'm not gonna say annoying, but it's kind of, wait, what is it? It's Z. It's getting kind of annoying. Like, what the hell? I can't do anything without dying and starting over again. Alright. The sensation of the spell is now almost familiar. You are flung high and explode across the Citadel to land once more. Once more, the explosion dies back as though receding. You look around yourself once more. Once more, once more, once more. You've lost another point of maximum stamina. Turn your cloak up and move quickly away. The narrow alley mouth opens onto the square. It must be morning by now. You have been awake all night and are weaker for it. How am I weaker? I just freaking died. Bah! Alright. We're getting absolutely nowhere. Next time we'll come through and maybe go this route. Oof. So we only made it to this tower, right? So we went through, we did these ones. I think we did one or two over here as well, like these ones. Can't remember. But next time we'll go through this one and try to go this route and see what nonsense we get into and how we die. So yeah, this game, I don't want to look up how to finish it because we made so many choices that I can't imagine that there's just this one easy way of doing it. But at the same time, I'm just kind of like, ugh. We'll pay attention next time to see if the goblins came through and destroyed things. If so, then I'm just going to walk up through the front door. If everything is hunky-dory and normal, I'll come this way. Yeah, so that's the goal. So the game is kind of dragging on, not going to lie. We've done way more episodes in part 4 than we did in parts 1, 2, or 3 individually, and I think, like, honestly, we're probably going to do more in part 4 than we did in parts 1 through 3 combined. So that's kind of slow, in my opinion. But I also didn't really sit around and inspect every single thing in parts 1, 2, or 3, like we're basically being forced to do here in part 4. So that's another observation. So I could have easily had 30 episodes per part, but there were some parts where we only did like 12 to 15 episodes. And here we're on, what, episode 20? What is this one? This one is episode 21. So, yeah. It's taken a while. And I see no end in sight. I don't see... We haven't even come close. Like, we've gone... We've gone up here, and we've gotten about as far as, like, halfway up... Or, no, we've gotten up to the Throben doors. But we've not even stepped foot inside, and I don't see how we're ever going to do it. with the exception of potentially, is it here? Finding the other two glyphs, glyph 2 and 3. I really don't know. And these two are just happenstance that I found them, so hopefully the two glyphs are on this side. Hopefully glyphs 2 and 3 are over here, and we just stumble upon them, and that's what opens the throw-open doors. I have no idea. I have no idea. Okay, so I've talked a while now at the end of this episode, and I will say goodbye now, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you then. Take care. Goodbye.